Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode. Oh my god, I'm so tired. Okay, hold on. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna start calling this show after row. If I look like absolute heck, it's because I literally just woke up. I was gonna do this last night because that's when the show happened, and that's when I got to. That's when I came back, but I was too. I was too tired. So yeah. Mm. Still am. In any case, though, like I said, I got a chance to do the camera work. I got a chance to do interact with a handful of the wrestlers and the personnel. As always, really, really good stuff. By the way, there's a wrestler. His name is Buck Gator. He is doing this cinematic. He's basically doing this cinematic universe of what's going on with his lore. He's really getting deep into who he is. It's the most hilarious thing you've ever seen. Like, I definitely recommend just checking that out when you can. His name is Buck Gator. It's hilarious. I might actually do a live stream of his series on here at some point because he is that good. It's that great. Is also He also mostly does it on Instagram, but he compiles it into like episodes and put it on his YouTube. So in any case, at some point I might go live and do that for him because I think it's great. I think he's also very talented. I honor that. But I am very tired. My hand was cramping up a lot while during the show, and so I had to like take my hand and just sort of shake it off a little bit while I'm doing stuff. By the way, my elbow ain't dirty. It's just got like a lot of pressure. Cause look, still black. Um, I could totally do something with this black elbow. In any case, though, it's the show was good. I'm not gonna tell y'all what happened at the show, as y'all obviously know. I try my best not to do any spoilers. You're just gonna have to wait for the reality of wrestling episode to actually happen. But you will see me at the side of the ring doing some camera work, trying to stay out of the wrestler's way, which is really hard to do because where I'm at is just, where I'm at is like where he has me stationed at. It's like you gotta I gotta try to find a way to move out the way. It's crazy, bro. It's wild. Also, at some point, the wire that I was on like wrapped around my foot, so it was even harder to walk then. So I had to like try to kick it off my foot, hold on to the camera, move out the way, stop, not get hit. It was just a lot of craziness, man. But whatever I didn't get, I like to think the other camera guys got it. So there's that. Um, mm. What else is there? What else is there? Like I said, I'm still trying to get back into training myself. Every single time I go there, I'm always like twice as bummed out because I'm not training. Like the goal isn't to be a camera guy as much as I enjoy being a camera guy. Is to be a wrestler. So but money's getting tight. But I got a promotion at my job. So I'm working more hours. I'm getting more. I like to think I'm getting more money. So I'm getting. So like I like to think that more hours, more money. I'm just going to be probably more tired. But the goal now is when I get my money right, because now it's going to be a little bit easier because I'm getting paid a little bit more. When I get my money right, I'll be able to organize. I'll be able to at least go there Mondays and Fridays at the very least because y'all training is like $200 a month. You know what I'm saying? And I don't have that. It's like I don't have the a smart person job to be able to make that much money to actually do the stuff that I need to do. So I'm working with very little here, and it's like I'm trying to do a lot with a little. Okay, it's stressful, it's upsetting, but it's definitely in the works, and I am trying to find a way to make a little bit more money on the side, so I could like be able to go back into training and do that way. So that's the goal. The goal is to get back into training, as always. But like I said, it's a whole process. It's a whole thing, and I am working towards it. It's just I figured while I'm not training, I still want to actually be there and I still want to help. And they're like, "Hey, would you like to do camera work? Absolutely, I'll be the best camera guy you ever had." And I now I have to put that out there in the universe so they don't sack me for not being a good enough camera guy. But they told me that I'm doing a pretty okay job. I'm just I'm so tired, bro. And once upon a time, Reality of Wrestling only did like maybe one show a month, maybe two. Now they're like doing like four, and it's like so it's like I was like I work full time at my job, and then I work full time at my job, and then I got all this stuff going. It's like having a job is both detrimental but also beneficial. It's beneficial because yay money, but it's detrimental because it really cuts into my personal life because I'm going to be full time. I haven't been full time in years. The thing that kind of stresses me out the most about being full time is that like I kind of want some time to myself, and I'm not gonna be able to get that because I'm gonna be at work all like a lot more now. So it's like it just feels kind of frustrating that that's kind of what this is. But the way I see it is that like I mean like at the end of the day, it's all towards the big goal of doing the whole wrestling thing. So there's that. One of the dudes who was also the camera guy with me, he was letting me know like he was trying to get back into training, but he works nights, and that's when training is. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it really cuts into the stuff that he wants to do because he can't find a time to like be able to go to training because he works nights. So it's just it's like it really does feel like working a job kind of does get in the way a little bit, and you know as much as I don't want to make this political, I would like to think that unionizing jobs could probably change that a little bit. At least I would like to think so. But hey, we got what we got. Sad but true. In any case, I am. I did get a chance to like meet up with the wrestlers. I got a chance to do camera work. I'm working towards getting the training thing in summary, and the goal now is to get back up in it. Now that I got the promotion, I'm gonna save up some money and get back into that. If I sound scrambled, it's because I'm tired. But I appreciate you guys for sticking around anyway. And also, tune in to Reality of Wrestling. It's going to be the Booker T ROW on YouTube. Be sure to check that out. It's a good show every time. It's a good show every time. All right, I'm out. Love and peace. I'm going to go take a nap.